I'm Pickle Rick! Special!
There we go. What's up, everybody? How are we doing on this fine, kind of warm out Saturday? It's a shame I had to do the show today, otherwise I may have mowed the lawn, but I think I'll go for that tomorrow. Anyway, got a bunch of people showing up earlier there. We had the early crew as usual. Gassy Masher, Phil in the kitchen was in there much earlier, I do believe. Franco Walker, Sauce is here. Fama, Joe Russ, Maurice Walker. Spudley One, how are you? Let's see here, scrolling. I'm sure I'll miss half of you, but you know, I'll catch up. Slippy Fish, what's going on? Pianoman is here. Vince UK. LV, Mr. Pancake Lonk Watcher. Let's see, Maury got you, Mr. C2S. I'll catch everybody else. Clive C. Peter Ferguson. There we go. Anyway. All right. Let's see, and there's, yeah, Mr. S is on Twitch as well. Okay, we got that sorted out. Why don't we start? Well, I don't really have much to toast to. Fuck, I won't toast it. Let's do a toast to Clive. I say, I'm pretty sure he's still going, but yeah, he's a little, had a little bit of alcohol this evening, so cheers. We'll see if he remembers to do the Twitch raid thing. But I couldn't keep everybody waiting. What's up, Zap? Rusty B? Stream Elements? Okay, let's see. We got that. We got the toast. We got a phone call coming up. We got the... Where's the VertoThermoWhoofle? Oh, the woofler. I still got to fill the woofler up. That's still back there. Oh yeah, I got a hat now. I forgot to have a snack. What's up, Serious Zem? We'll go with that. Is the NBC gang? No, they are not here. The only gang that's here is a bunch of fuzzy butts outside. Happily, I'm sure, waiting for Pussies and Piano for schnecky time. But why don't we go ahead, we'll take a phone call, and then we'll get around to the VertoThermoWhoofle here in about 5 minutes. Hey. Where the hell's a lighter at in this place? Yellow? Yep. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't find a lighter. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I was getting a lot of bing bongs for some reason, and copy paste is no longer working on the studio PC. I guess I need to reboot, but I'm just being careful. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you later. All right, thanks for calling. All right, bye. Cheers, everybody. Red Dwarfer. Pretty sure I saw some pictures coming in from you. Oh yeah, maybe later on, we'll see how it's going. We may actually have a couple call-ins from people I know, because I forgot to, I didn't put the stream delay on. And you never know who's going to call. So I may take a couple calls from people we know. What do we got up there? We got that up there. Cheers, even G. What is the one thing there? What is that? Sorry, I'm getting used to Twitch. Hold on, let me go mouse over Naismith's thing here. What is that? Oh, Bits Leader. Oh, Bits. Okay, yeah, because you actually bought some bit. Okay, Bits Leader. Okay, I gotta get used to all the icons on Twitch. This is all new and cool. So I guess after the VertoThermoWhoofle. Whoa. What was that? Someone just followed. Lord Pake. Thank you for following. Much appreciated. Let's do another cheers to that. Where the hell did all my lighters go? I had like 3 or 4 of them in here. Fuck, man. Jack Attack, did you steal all my lighters? The Benji. Yes, actually, orange stuff. I did get something new for testing. That also happens to be orange. I'll let you know how these do. Some Weezroy fire plugs. The reason I got these is because they came already in the case. So I'll give them a shot. I like getting various, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, when I'm doing camping and I'm using like methods like this to light fires as opposed to rubbing 2 sticks together, which, you know, I can do that too. Or using one of the 8 million flint and steels I have. I like to test these so that I know how they work under adverse conditions. So if I know these work really well, then I know if it rains, I can use these. Or if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I only have a few of these, I can start fires normally unless it's shitty out. So I like to test these different methods to know, basically find you're not even the best bang for the buck, but the best bang for the weight and the size. Like the ones I was using when I was camping, those burned for probably about 5 minutes, but it's 10 of them in a big case. So, you know, we're going to see what else we can do with that. Fire plugs not for internal use. Yeah, and definitely not like snacky bits or anything. What was that? Give a toast. All right, well, let's do that. Hey, we're going to use this one. Appreciate that. But who? Yeah, Mr. S. Okay, sorry. Mr. S. We're on Chris. What is up with Chris? Oh, Chris's birthday is today. Did you mention that? Or did, let's say, and cheers for my birthday. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's right. I was going to try to remember that. So yeah, cheers for Chris's birthday today. And thank you to Mr. S for dropping that toasty thing. So happy birthday. And I hope it goes groovy or went groovy for you. All right, let me juice up the woofler here. Well, that's actually still got juice in it from Thursday. Wow, okay. So that'll be fine in about a minute and a half-ish. Yep, yep, yep. Is it working? Shouldn't be muted. Everything should be going. I don't know why it would be muted. Is it still muted? Everything should be fine. That's there. All good. That's weird. I have no idea why that happened. But hey, thanks for everybody that's following and clicking buttons and stuff. That, like even this, I even had sound on the mixer and on the mic. Wob, wob, wob. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know, everybody. Maybe that shouldn't mute you. It may have just been a, you know, like right now the streaming PC is acting kind of weird. Like I can't copy paste outside of apps, and like it's just acting kind of funny. Like I know it just needs a restart, but obviously this isn't really the best time for that. But either way, why don't we toast the raid with some VertoThermoWhoofles? Again, thank you for that raid there, Clive. Let me go ahead and knock everything over while I'm grabbing the lighter. And let's get started with the VertoThermoWhoofle, shall we? Come on, lighter. There we go. Another one. One for Freddy in the corner there. One right here. And cleaning the dust out of the fan, as you do. Is Megavoltmeister here by chance? I don't know that I've seen them. What's up, Cookie Software? Foob? Redhead Forrester? Yeah, I feel like it's been a minute since I've talked to you. David Garcia? Worked, I just had to wait. No more, yeah, definitely no more webs there, Electron. They, spiders do not want to exist in this room. I can tell you that. I've seen one ant this year, but I think we're okay. Let's see. The reason I asked about Megavoltmeister is they were asking about multicolor flashy light warning, you know, epileptic flashy light seizure thingy here, because this is a bit, it's a lot. So here we go. Because I have this one, which has the flashing whites, the fast change ones, and slow changers, and then just flashy everything in there. And I have that hooked up with an old cell phone battery switch, little, you know, 4056. But this one I tend not to display like I do that one. You know, same board, because it's so bright. It's like, it may not be so bad in the background, but it's pretty bright. But I have found what's really cool, which I've actually thought of mounting this onto a piece of canvas, because, let me open this up to give you a little bit more of a view of the effects. But when you put it against that, it just kind of gives a pretty good effect. And if this were like proper, a little bit, you know, a little bit flatter, the light comes out of the edges pretty good. But I was thinking actually mounting it like that backwards, just because it just looks really neat where the fucking lights go out. Fat lithium cell on a supercomputer. Good idea. Oh, thanks, Clive. Yeah, I got that. This one I haven't charged in months, because this one I got, don't mind the tape, but this one I got out of an old tablet. And it's got the same setup, it's just buried in tape. But this one I hardly ever turn on, and plus that I just have it so that you can. But I think it turned way down, and I mounted the switch in a way so that it acts as a kickstand. That's how it stands up behind me. But yeah, I love using old cell phone batteries and shit like that. Just throw it on there. What's up, Bush Doctor? Clive says my 3D printed light box and diffuser for that 6x4 panel worked out well. 3D printed light. I'll have to take a look. What do we got here? Wait till you turn 50. Well, I just turned 48 this week. That's 48 feeling 84. So you know how that is. Who am drunk? I just saw someone say I am drunk as I was scrolling. Chippy, oh, okay. That's fine, Chippy. How's my girl? How's she doing? Anyone? Says Delta Mike. I missed something with Frank Netto Betty. Is there bad mood news? Does something happen with Frank? because he was actually one of the people that was considering calling in. 1982 Sinclair Research Ltd. That's a hell of a name, but welcome. Tom Harrison, what's up? Scotch Mist, if all y'all still here. Hey, yes, what's up, Stealth Mode? Stealth Mode pops in every once in a while. Taz. Alright, trying to make sure I go back and forth, because I have like the unified chat thing, but it's okay. Oh, as far as the thumbnail, so Printify finally got an embroidery setup that actually works. So this just showed up the other day, and these things are like, they're expensive. They're 28 bucks a piece, even though Printify told me to sell them for like 39, but they're really nice hats. They got the slider in the back, and I got a big fucking head. I'm like size 8.25, 8.5. And this strap in here still goes all the way to the back, like all the way back to here. But yeah, so I figured I'd show, because I know some people would ask about like proper hats, because the other ones were okay. And I know a couple of you have some of the drink sets. I'll get past this and we'll get back to it. So here's over at the store. So I cleaned up the store. It had a lot of just goofy stuff in it. I had about 140 items in it, and last night I narrowed it down to 55 while adding 7 new products. So we got the hats with the embroidery. So we got the red logo one, and then we got that one, and then the camo ones. These are like the trucker hat style, with the like net in the back. And then there's the additional glasses, the whiskey glasses and the headshot glasses. Like if I'm not mistaken, Gassy has like the headshot glasses, so maybe those would interest them. But either way, the shop is a lot more condensed and less goofy stuff on there. Just stuff that has actually sold. Like there's Clive's glass, his birthday glass. The t-shirts have been kind of cleaned up a little bit. I redid the t-shirts as well, because everybody seemed to like the big logos on the front. So now most of the t-shirts have logos on the front and back, like big sized. Men and women are best about the same. And then just a couple of the accessory things there. And these sandals are fucking the bomb. I love these things, wear them every day. Anyway, so there's that. Now, get done with that. But yeah, so those that were looking for proper hats, there you, if interested, there you go. So, anyway, what's up, Josh? Welcome. Jonathan Hughes. They are washable. Let me make sure they should be washable. Let's see. 100% cotton, care instructions. It says warm water and dish soap. But this, like, I would put this, when I wash my hats, if they say they're not washable, just put them in a fucking pillowcase. Put them in a pillowcase, tie that bitch in a double knot. Because for some reason, pillowcases are really good at untying themselves. I don't know if you've noticed that, but do like the double knot thing, and I wash them like that, and I've never had a problem. Well, so since I like a curved bill, I'm not like a flat guy. When I do that, I'll take the bill, curve it, tuck it in, center it up, kind of pull it through a little bit so that the strap is going across like the stitching, and then I'll tie it into a pillowcase. When I get it out, I'll just leave it like that till it dries, and I've never had a problem. And I wear a lot of hats. I've always worn a hat. So there's a little laundry tip from your Uncle Scruff. Oh, yeah, I did get a bunch of the hammock stuff in. I haven't gotten the hammock itself, but I've gotten the underquilt, the under, like, storage bag, and the snake skins, the things that, like, you can just tube. Like store the whole hammock in a tube thing. So some of that stuff is coming in. Clive, I just bang my baseball cap in the washing machine, then take it out early from the dryer, put it on to shape it. Yeah, I've done that. Once it comes out, obviously the bill's going to be curved, but once you move it out to its normal spot, it just sits. It's good. Never any problems with that. Why do you need to wash them? Well, sometimes you sweat like a mother in them. So that definitely helps. Middle-aged guys. I see it's doing that thing again. Or is that an actual notification? I was getting a lot of random bing bongs, but no notification-y stuff. I think that's actual. No, that's actually a current notification. Okay. 5:55. Well, that's a fucking toastable number. Cheers. It's 5:55 where I am. All right. I had some hats with cardboard in the brim versus plastic. Yeah, I've seen some with cardboard, some with plastic. I don't know what this is, but it's most of the time it's just really like firm cardboard, I would say. Normally when I see that much stitching, that makes me think cardboard because they're reinforcing it. It doesn't specifically say. It just says relaxed fit. Does it say here? One size fits most, made in Myanmar. It's cool. I'm gonna wear the shit out of that. Better than the other hats that were up there. I already took those down. 5:55, a good time. It says Pianoman. Why, absolutely. Absolutely. Harvac, I don't use baseball caps, not enough brim. I like a full-on hat, like a Tilly Airflow. Oh, that's in the other end. Yeah, I wear either fishing caps a lot, or I have a full brim thing with like the netting in the back that kind of matches all the rest of my camo gear. I wear that sometimes. What is prolapsed bitch there, Mr. A-King? What exactly are we discussing right there? Random bong hit. Nothing wrong with random bong hits. As long as I get all the noises and the bing bongs when things happen, then I'm good, because I can at least look around everywhere. I got a work cap from ICI Grangemouth while I was working there, and it was cardboard in the skip. Yeah, that's something I won't know until it gets fucked up. So you get your vented caps from eBay and AliExpress. Can't you just find some shit for like locally? Came for the scruff, staying for the BC. There you go. Whatever it takes. Just hang out. We're just here to chill. We got nothing super going on, just to relax. Well, as the stream says, but I mean, every stream's pretty relaxing. Besides all that, there's not a whole. I did get some other things to try. As I rip my headphones out. Of course, I look at these, there's so many B's on it. The first thing you think it says is butt plugs, but Blackbeard fire plugs. So I'll let you know how these are too. I mean, let's just take a look. I mean, if it's gonna be durable, it's gonna have to last with the package open. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, and then we'll get to some of the pictures y'all have sent in. BigClive has an obsession with the workwear woman today. All right. Smells like absolutely nothing. Looks like a lemon candy. There we go. Come on. So, I think you see a little bit of fuzz on there. So I'm guessing this is mostly paraffin wax and cotton. Does it say waterproof, quick ignite, USA materials, 8 hours of burn time from one butt plug, ecologically friendly. Doesn't actually say what it is, but that just looks like cotton and wax, which is fine. I mean, that's fucking perfect. That's what most of your commercial fire starters are, just paraffin wax. Not the bitch, just the workwear. Well, there you go. It's cheaper on AliExpress to just add one to a bundle deal. Oh, right. For a couple of bucks. That's right. Yeah, you get enough stuff off of there. I suppose so. Are they popping up for one's rear after what? Who's popping what in whose rear from Bad Curry? That sounds like a horrible night for some people. Lori had curry last night. Needed to, you needed the little butt plugs. I'm thirsty. All right. And then, let me get something to drink. Then we'll check out, well, actually, it's top of the hour toast. Shit, hold on. I'm not going to toast with water. I'm out of coffee. Now, here's a vape. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out, doing your thing, and just doing our little relax thing here. Pianoman has asked, no, I meant, are they for sticking up your arse in case of bad curry reactions? I have a feeling sticking a fire starter in your butt when it's already hot and spicy, while not necessarily would it self-ignite, do you really want to take that chance? Do you? So, just putting that out there. Best fire starters can be made from round cotton pads, soaked in candle wax. Super cheap and waterproof. Yeah, I have a bunch of those I've done in my various fire kits. Let's see. Let's see what we got from... Okay, well, Lock Watcher, you just sent something new, so now you're at the top. So we're going to go with Kevin first this time. You just bumped yourself out of line, buddy. So we're starting with Kevin. Oh, and then we'll get over to the Gmail stuff. All right, so we got this from Kevin Hardesty. The warm... Oh, yeah, my cat... It's like 85 degrees out. My cats, they come to pet me, and it's like petting a freaking, like... meteorite that just came through the fucking atmosphere. Like, they are hot. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, sweating now. Jesus, that's a chill ass cat. Yeah, it's always funny when they just go for the beans. I have noticed my cats do that sometimes as well. All right, thank you for that. Twitch just asks, as I really wanted to send that message. Butt plug. Just an accessory that multiplies a wank by 10 as used by straights these days. And Twitch asked if you wanted to send that. That's fucking funny. Like, I don't know that I have much. I think I have just the lowest form of filter turned on. Let's see. Lock Watcher sent us all his picture. Good lord, where do they start? I think here. No. Here? No, here. Let's see. So we see some sausage entering the fray this time. Looks like some standard fucking maple syrup. That's always good. Testing, butt plug testing. That's a good there. You do tend to go with the 3 layers. I used to do 3. Now I just do 1 fat fucker. Cool finds at the Dayton Hamvention on Friday. No Zoom in Google Voice. That's some good stuff. Webcore. I feel like I've heard of that. I don't know why. Yeah, look at that. I got some networking shit back there. All right. What in the hell is... Oh, that's a light. That's an old light, ain't it? Is that being suspended by leather? All right. Ooh, yeah. There you go. How big is, like, how many people would you say attend this thing? Ooh, Geiger counter. Wow, that is the same yellow as my digital one. That's cool. Classic Geiger counter. Ejection seat, the ultimate man cave chair. Fucking right, dude. I would absolutely figure out how to get that thing running again. Like, why's your passenger seat weird? Just shut up and get in. And then just stay shutting up. Nice. That's how some expensive lamps are shipped. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Because I'm sitting there kind of like, wouldn't that like get hot? But all right. Lasers. Assassin blue laser pointer pens. How's that advertised 200 milliwatts, but actually something else like you can get on eBay? Yes, this is a 5 milliwatt laser. No, it's like a 50 fucking megawatt laser. Some of them things are like lightsabers out there. My neighbor's not growing peppers. Those are not pepper plants. I like your neighbor. Me and your neighbor should hang out. Is that kosher in your state? I don't know. But, yeah, that's cool. Definitely done that before. Alright, let me flip this back here. Those are tomatoes. Yeah, they're just tomatoes. Just, you know, that's what I used to do. I'd go to the one place. I'd be like, oh, what's this? Like, how's that work? He's like, oh, well, what are you growing? I'm like, oh, you know, green tomatoes. He went, okay, yeah, then grab this. Okay, let's try some of that. Like, I love that shit. Green tomatoes. Let's see what we got over in here. Franco sent something. Where'd that go? There it is. Franco sent this last week for this week. Let's see, my lounge. Let's see here. Extra strong tomatoes, yes. The devil's lettuce or salad. Yeah, it's love. I love before it was legalized here. I love how like it was all just code, just dumbass code words. But if you didn't use the code words, you get thrown the fuck out of that shop. That's for sure. Look at the key cat. Oh, I was like, well, look at that. That looks familiar. Oh yeah, that's my cat. Oh, and that's right. Yeah, okay, that's Pussies and Piano. Nice. Good little spot there. Ooh, working on some old school stuff. Don't. Oh, this actually zooms. Okay. What we got there? Looks like we have an update from President Crispy coming in. Carlsberg, Pilsner. Wait a minute. Workbench, kitchen. Absolutely. That looks exactly like Land Lake, except it just says anchor instead of having some dude or chick or whatever sitting there. Like a bologna. Gotta love the log. I haven't had bologna in a while. Should probably do that. Well, thank you for those, Frank. Are you still here? Probably. Maybe. Okay, I'm out of that. Let's see. What do we got over here? Let's check out. Okay, well, let's get the update from President Crispy there first. Got to keep an eye on what the president's doing. President Crispy now has a catnip rainbow. You can see the blur, so you know the fun is being had. That's good. Wow, that floor looks exactly like the planks that are in my bedroom. And yeah, just a bedroom. Yeah, like same gaps and everything because it's fucking 60-year-old floor in there. Yeah, whatever. Well, thank you for that. It's good to see the president is doing well. Let's see from DJ. Oh no, okay. Red Dwarf. There you go. Red Dwarf. We got some pics of the Bubbinator. See, 30 minutes before sunrise this morning. Definitely sailor's warning today. Yeah, I love that though. See, I feel like that's what like how most, not most, but I should say a lot of streamers have those colors in the background, like the purple blue thing. That's what they need to have in the background. If you really want to get crazy, paint your wall like green screen green or whatever color you want to, you know, quote, eliminate, which would probably be, ooh, actually, since this is that, you may have to do a green. Well, yeah, if you green screen it, you can add the color back. But, like, something like that in the background would be nice. Just some clouds going by. Wow, I've spent way too long talking about this. But, like, that's the kind of shit that would be nice in the background. The Jubbinator, chillin'. Meow. The Jubbinator warming the toes. The perma LED lights there, I dig that. I had at one point I had Christmas lights up for like 2 or 3 years. I just turned them on all the time. Flimgob, think I need a cat or a dog? Yeah, they're good little homies to have around. Maybe not necessarily 4 or 5 like, I was rocking, but, See, Picks Smoochy Peanut Butter. It's a perfect blend of smooth and country. Smoochy Boochy. Never heard of that. Picks Smoochy. So it's like super smooth. Yeah, okay. Super smooth, probably kind of thinnish. You put butter on your peanut butter? I don't, never really done that. Does that add anything? Adding like butter to your peanut butter? What does that do for it? What we got from Benji today? What's Benji got on the bench today? All kinds of stuff. Got the big floofy microphone cover there. Orange tape, of course. Still got the orange. So those are good. Those right there. Those trays. Something like that's also good if you kind of funnel this down a little bit and just cut that top off so that it's just open. That's what I use to pack my joints. It's basically a joint funnel. I still got to move that other Alexa in here. There's the Fox right there. Orange hammer. I actually have that orange hammer in my work fan. Red soldering iron. I'm not seeing any orange right there. I don't know. I have to get you out of the orange club. Got some old school cleaning stuff going there. Yep. Butter and peanut butter. It's like lubricating your dipstick. Okay. Oh no, I'm not saying butter isn't good with everything. I've just never tried butter on peanut butter there, Lock Watcher. Appreciate that static. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, well, I thought something got leaky, but was that just flux res, I'm guessing? Yeah, well, let's see. Actually, there are lots of things that could leak, but it looks like a lot of that's refreshed. Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, so did those all leak, or is that just flux res on there? What's up, Subsonic? What's up, only person allowed in Amazon right now? All right. And God, why as soon as I see that, the first thing that pops into my head was WKRP in Cincinnati. I have no why. I just fucking that show from what was that? WKRP, is that like late 70s, early 80s? I think it just looked. I think there's something in the intro that just kind of works right there. What's up, Sauce? Random plate from the other night. That may be random, but that is selectively awesome looking, except for like I could do without the olives. I feel like I know what that thin sliced stuff is. Is that oh man, I know what that is. What the fuck? I don't know. Tell me, I can't remember. But I don't really do the olives, but I'll do the rest of it. That's something with like a C and H or something like that. Is that what that is? Forget. Josh, you remember WKRP in Cincinnati? It wasn't a bad show. I mean, it was a lot of the late 70s or 80s, shows. Like they were goofy, fun, whatever. Piscudio. Yeah, Piscudio. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know why I thought maybe that's C in there. But no, yeah, I've had that. What's the, is that like guac? I have not had, still haven't had time to search for rhubarb. Past couple of weeks have been a little all over the place. Yeah, what's the green stuff? I thought it looks interesting. I'm going to back that out while you let me know. Chippy has sent the forbidden soup of damaged lithium ion cells in salt water. That is... fucking slam me up a mug of that, huh? Holy shit. That is the forbidden zone there. It's just mustard. Green stuff is olive oil for dipping the ciabatta into. Oh, okay. Chris has sent us, Jason is very interested in watching the snake eat. He can't. Yeah, my snake got, and one of my snakes and one of my cats were buddies for a while. That's cool. He's just chilling. Is he like, was he trying to get at the snake or just watching? Because like they would just stare at each other and like chill. All right, I think that's got us pretty caught up there. Shrink that. We got that, move that over there. We got that. I think we're good there. So we got Pussies and Pianos in about 20 minutes. Got that queued up. Flum gob. I like olives. Black in color. Black in cooked food. Green as hand. Okay, so you like cooked black olives or green raw or raw green olives. Prosciutto. All right, cookie. Prosciutto. Would that be it? Male. What about male? Male. Did I get mail? What do you mean, like what mail? He wants the mouse for, he probably doesn't want the mouse for himself. Prosciutto. That may be a regional thing too. Plus I'm American, so obviously I'm going to horribly pronounce and butcher everything that involves the English language, whether it be the biscuit head version or the derpy American version. Olives are like shortbread. There is no substitute. Yeah, they're pretty unique. Pack Rat UK. There you go. Pack Rat UK. Ham. Prosciutto, super thin cured ham. Ponzi ham. So some sort of ham. I know I've seen packets of it and I have had it, just not very often. Not that it's not good, it's just, I guess I just never get the opportunity to eat it or something. What's up, Larry Owens? I feel like I haven't seen you in a moment. Welcome. I like olives, says Redhead Forester, but can't be bothered to spend the money on nice ones, so I rarely have them. Wow. You know, I guess there would be a prosciutto. That's another. Subsonic thought it was prosciutto. I guess as long as if you're American, get it close enough, everyone will just shake their heads, but they'll know what we mean. Like they know we're all ignorant anyway. What's up, Charles Williamson? A boink. Yeah, I do my best to try and pronounce people's names and all that stuff, but am I on my Inglorious Bastards timeline? It could absolutely be possible. And no, I don't really like any olives. Like I've tried them a few times. Like I can deal with them if they're in food, but rather not. You know what I mean? When in food's like, yeah, I'll eat it, but I'd just rather not. Nice French bread dipped in olive oil and balsamic vinegar is the best. I have done dipped olive oil French bready stuff baked thing before. Charles Williamson is hungry. Apparently we got pepper, broccoli, garlic, avocado, coconut. Write that down. That might be like a secret code to get into a door somewhere. The previous one, good luck. It's got a cardinal, and is that... Why does that look like a walking egg? Oh no, that's not a walking egg. That's a penguin. Thought it was like Sheldon the egg, if you know who that is. Pianoman says, I've only just eaten and already feeling hungry. Yeah, I was going to... forgot I was going to eat this packet of MRE applesauce I got sitting around, but I forgot to eat that. But I did manage to at least remember to eat the little bar thing. I had a little cranberry thing. Benji says, it's either flux or maybe damp on the board. Just treat it differently after being harvested. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Wasn't sure if it was something specific. Phlegm glob. Sorry, it's a Adventure Time hangover. Glob. Phlegm gob. I don't eat meat now, but I didn't like that thin ham in Italy. Has thinly shaved bones or fat in them. Yeah, I've noticed that. That I generally don't mind too much. And it's 420. Hey, Mr. S is dropping that reminder. I guess, where's the other? Here, there's this one. Is this? It should be good. Let's see. Broscioto, trust me. I know I don't. There, don't. Zerash, yeah. I do my best. But, what are we going to toast to? Hey, you know what? Here's a weird one. Well, not weird, but a toast to whoever invented LED technology. Because let's admit it. If it wasn't for the first basic LED, most of this shit wouldn't have been going on because of the fucking monitors. See, every light, every cool LEDs. Cheers, inventor. Go. Oh yeah, the red here. I'm thinking maybe we'll go with a slightly darker red, so that it works a little bit better. Where is? Ah, shit, it's over there. Okay, hold on. Forgot this one's over here. Let me get the mouse over. I did want to change that. I was thinking about that today, but I forgot to. Textile, red. Let's go. Ooh, not that necessarily that dark. Let's try that. Hey, there we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, okay. Sorry, we're back. Oh, grab the mouse. All right, so that should. Oh yeah, blue. Hold on, let me get the mouse back over here. Let me get the mic back in my face. Blue mats. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. It's not too. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. That and that cord isn't normally going to be there, so that's not too bad. Oh, mouse is over there. The bright white LEDs are down to one man. Just one. And we'll mess around with that a little bit. Worst comes to worst, when I'm sitting over there, I can always just like kind of put something there. But this will work. Oh, and I've been saying it wrong for years. Yeah, I don't know. It seems there's a bunch of ways to say it. See, the Japanese guy that invented the blue LED was a bit of a hero. Yeah, I would imagine so there, Flemgob. I would agree. To the father or mother of the LEDs, says Rob. Absolutely. So the white ones are down to one person at least. Josh says Nick Hollanyak Jr. Is that the inventor guy? I can't copy paste that. Oh yeah, I can. Copy. Delete message. No, don't delete the message. Jesus. Okay, so that's weird. May have to get another chat client. Maybe, maybe not. A worthy documentary about the Japanese bloke that made the blue LED. Oh, mouse. Yeah, actually, here. Hold on, mouse. Don't move. Oh, wait. I got to do that up here. If you're standing over there, then... There you go. Try that again, mouse. Because it cut your link off. I just modded it over here, so it should be able to post that link if you want again. But yeah, if you're going to hang out over here every once in a while, I'll just mod you over here too. I don't know about that, dude. Like, what is the general consensus on that? The Veritasium or whatever. Or what is it? Veritasum. Yeah, like, yeah, that one worked. There you go. But is this guy, like, I feel like some of the video titles I've seen coming out of him are, oh, I'll check their, that. Yes. Like, is that guy legit? Like, is he, like, flying off the handle? Because I know he's said he's had a couple of videos that people are like, what the fuck? Like, I know his channel's big, but is it big because people are watching the crazy guy or because they're watching the smart guy? Have a good night there, Taz. Appreciate you stopping by, swinging through, and chilling with us. I just got that from the documentary. Maybe it was biased. Who knows? He's jumped the shark, says Chippy. 65 and 13 likes. Pump those numbers, says Subson. I appreciate that. Delta Mike, I'm pretty sure I said hey to you, right? Yeah, there's Boozy. I see you just joined up. Scrolling my eyeballs up a little bit. Peter Stevens, what's up? Derek had his PhD, if that means anything. Big Clive says he's a bit clickbaitish, is he? I kind of felt like that was kind of what was going on. Like, does he actually, is he trying to educate or is he just trying to get clicks, would you say? Because I know some of his videos are pretty long just to get clicks, but like, I don't know, I guess I'm just going to have to watch a couple of his videos when I have time that I don't care about doing anything else. It's kind of what I do. I dedicate, if I don't get to a point of like, man, I got shit to do, ain't nobody on, let me go watch something that I would not normally watch. Just to get clicks as zapped, a little bit of both. Gotcha. Pianoman says, I'm on the fence with the guy in his channel. He's definitely about clicking, more clicking than facts though. Okay. Yeah, Big Clive does have a point. He is Dr. Clive. He only paid $20 for his doctorate, so you know. He started the electricity rage match. Yeah, I noticed that's the first time I think I had heard of him. Oh. The way you can introduce olives to yourself is to use them instead of salt, like on a sandwich. Maybe I'll try that. Like if I'm around olives, because like I'm probably not going to buy them to try that. But Z19, you're an internet minister. Yes, I am Reverend Scrufdog. I am registered through the Universal Life Church. And like that does mean I can do some stuff. Like I can legally marry people and all that kind of derpy stuff. Not that I would ever want to purposely condone someone to pure hell by marrying them, but together, like, you know, for Veritasium gets very, very deep, says cookies, software, really and technical and really precise, but presents as a tuber from 2018. Okay. You're Reverend Frank. There you go. Dr. Nick. Yeah, it's funny, just the dumbass loopholes you can get. Can you marry me in my computer, says Boozy. You know what? It's fucking 2025. I probably, like, I'm sure we could come up with a way to do that. Because didn't a guy in one state legally marry his car at some point? Or like a blow up doll or some fucking weird thing? A friend drove his expensive car into a tree and found out how his Mercedes bends. Ah, there you go. All right, let's check out Flat Cat. Ooh, Flat Cat appears to have had a bit of a surprise. There's this week's Flat Cat. Whoop! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Seems like the tail got a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Maybe that's why they're so surprised. Where's my tail? And their legs, yeah. Appreciate that. This week's Flat Cat chilling on the flannel jammies. Can definitely appreciate that on a chilly evening. Always good to see Flat Cat stopping by for the evening. Yeah, how the cat's doing? There's nobody out there but Beefcake. So if deflates his wife, is that considered, if he deflates his wife, is that considered abuse? Who's deflating whose wife? Oh, right. Yeah, if that guy deflates his wife. Yeah, that's a good point. That could be considered spousal abuse. If you let your wife deflate, like, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's an agreement there. Like, you got to figure it does make travel easier. One seat, she's in your pocket. I mean, I guess if you're really into it, you could like deflate her, insert, tuck the rest in your pocket, and then you're walking around all day on the airplane with like your wife's deflated head giving you head. I don't know. I don't know. Josh Oman, always like the flat cats. Yeah, flat cat's a good kitty cat. Close that out. Move that back there. Okay, good there, good there, good there. Minimize that. All right, like that. Almost there, Fama. Almost there. What's up? Oh, blink there. Gmail arrive. Some have. I don't see anything from you yet there. Let me double check. I'll check again in a few minutes, and then if it's not there, we will check after Pussies and Pianos. Well, that's a slippery slope. I don't know, as many blow-up dolls float around in your office. Like, could you just console with one of them, see what they would think? That's 6:35, Fama. I was done for wife battering after forgetting the password. She wanted to have it upper and lower case in it for fun. She just floats on, yeah. Someone stole all my lamps. I can't be more delighted. Ah, boy, Jack attack. All right. Kitties are fainting from lack of. Oh, they're definitely not faint. They definitely have plenty to eat at all times. Good lord. Like, I think at first, and I'm guessing it was from stress, new thing. After the dude came in from outside, he started to get a little skinnier, but now he's just getting big and floofier. And it's not all floof. Like, there's a lot of cat under that floof too. What's up, Jace? I let out some zebra finches. Okay. Not native. Yeah. That means they'll either be destroyed or do destruction. Are you a mod? Or who a mod? Me a mod? Well, I mean, probably. But what do you mean a mod? Do blow up dolls have inflated egos? That's actually not bad. That's not bad. All right, so we got 2 more minutes to Pussies and Pianos. Putting on a bit of weight for the winter. Well, no, it's spring. Like, it's 85 degrees out. So, I mean, I don't keep it that cold in here. I keep it at 78 degrees. Or 78, fucking wrong there. 70, generally 70 degrees. I try to keep it during the winter, which is what, 21, yeah, 21 degrees Celsius. And then during the summer, and when I'm running this monster, like if I'm gaming for a while, it usually with the AC key stays around 74 until it gets over like 90 some degrees. Then it may get up to like 78, but for the most part, works out pretty good. That's old fresh food is even better if only seconds. Wait, what? Oh, that's not old fresh food. There's no food out yet. A mod or a rocker. Wasn't mods a European thing? I have no idea. Sometimes I'll rock 71 there, Boozy, but with all this heat in here, with this fucking all this shit in here, the whole house gets weird. Even though I have this room as the main return to just try and get as much fresh air in, still, especially if I put the green screen behind me, that almost blocks the room off. Like it gets really hot in this room. I did a theatrical performance about puns. It was a play on words. Yeah, no, Franco, he just hangs. Is there a way to merge chats? Well, yeah, I did that, and then you said it was just a bunch of green shit all over the screen, so that we don't do that anymore. Local cats own my place. I don't own one personally. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I had a, and thanks for the thingy, the highlighty thing. That's cool. I do that. But anyway, that's where for those that haven't been here since what was that, November? When he finally came in, there was a stray cat who's been a neighborhood cat for about 8 years. for about 8 years before I guess he decided it was time to come in. Then he kind of started hanging out a little bit more, and then like he started waiting at the door. He'd like come in and walk right back out, and then eventually he just came in, stayed in, and it took a few weeks before I could kind of pet him a little every once in a while, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And like I said, that started actually Thanksgiving, so the end of November. And now it's to the point where he waits at my bedroom door. I open it when it's time to go to bed, and he sleeps right here. So there's definitely been some progress. He still gets a little overstimulated if you do a certain petting, and definitely don't go near the belly. But he is definitely adapting to indoor life. That is for sure. All right. Well, it is time for Pussies and Piano. Let's see. Let's get Rob pulled up here. Should be right. All right. I will do that. I might try to. Do I have anything to eat out there? Oh, yeah. I'll grab some cashews. I'll grab a snack here. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Before I go. What's the situation with the bridge these days? Asked Peter Stevens. Supposedly they're going to start demolition in October. It's going to be 2028, 2029 before it gets done. For it being so important, they sure are taking their fucking time, but I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen with it? Since a lot of the money was coming from the federal government, who knows if we'll actually ever get it. So we'll see. But here we go with Pussies and Piano. Like I said, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Where the hell? Oh, right. Rob has a button. Let me press the Rob button. All right. Let me get rocking out there. I'll talk to everybody in a few minutes. And we thank you as always, Mr. Pianoman. Let's see. Let's flip that on over. I didn't realize I stuck the plate so far to the right side, like right there. I'll try to remember to get him more over towards dude's butt. Well, he just made a mess. That's cool. Again, thank you there, Pianoman. Let's see. What we got? Ooh, what is going on? That's weird. That's cool. All right. And yes, Jacques Attack, I do have your picture here. I call the dude my, he's my almost cow cat. Or my kind of cow cat. Because if his patterns are almost dark enough that they're black. So he's nearly a cow cat. I guess Tiny Mama took off already. 5 pancakes to Rob for his music tonight, says Lockwatcher. Well, I'm sure he appreciates that. Hey on, Rasher, welcome. Hell of an entrance. A dairy cat. Yeah. He's good though. You can see he's definitely he's in competition with Poofers there. They're both pretty big, but he's a little poofier than her. Although she doesn't take shit from Ronnie, but Ronnie has been messing around with the dude a little bit lately. What's up, Nora? Welcome. Or, well, welcome to chat, at least. Graham Shaw, what's up? The sticker lamp on the base of the GPO phones identified the manufacturer. What do we got there? Subsonic Subaru gifting 5 memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs. Much appreciated. Hey, that actually works in the chat thing. Cool. Well, thank you for that there, sir. So, oh yeah, quick story time. I can't get too much into it until we see where this goes, but you all know how I'm generally working at Amazon. I'll do some, as far as I'm concerned, some dumb bullshit, which we'll see how it gets resolved, but currently I am banned from Amazon. And yes, all my shit's still in there, which that's not an issue. I can get most of that out. But yeah, there's some dumbass shit on there. And I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being one of them FAFO moments for someone in there. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see you later, Subsonic. Thank you again. Yeah. Cheers for that. But yeah, they inadvertently pretty much banned their entire service crew from the they basically did ban all their current service crew from the building because someone thinks they know better than everyone else. One of them fucking dumbasses. But that's fucking fine with me, man. I was hanging out at McCormick's Friday doing my thing. I had another one. For those that watched, I got to figure out what the hell happened with that Broken Shaft series of videos, because I feel like there's a bunch missing from it. But either way, I got another one of, if you watch that whole, I guess, discombobulated fucking Broken Shaft thing, not that shaft, on a forklift. They broke another one, so I've been working on that. Let me know when they need to smuggle out tools. Yeah, that's basically the plan. Like, if need be, you or one of the fellas can roll out some of it. But I'm gonna have to, if for some reason this ban becomes permanent, I will have the police escort me in and cause a fucking scene, because I got too much of my personal stuff just spread out through the shop. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be fun for them when something breaks. Yeah, apparently that was brought up, that maybe it's not such a good idea to ban one of the few people on the East Coast that actually knows how these specific machines work, because they have very specific systems on them that I'm the only one that fucking knows really how it works, except for 2 guys in New Jersey and a few guys in North Carolina. So, now granted, Subsonic there would be able to take over those duties as needed, but he doesn't have the software, all the files, and all the other dumb shit that needs to be done. Yeah, I talked. Some people have more of the details, but I'm not going to put them out over public airwaves until it's all sorted, and then I'll just blast everybody out. So, but yeah, it's just some dumb shit. So, yeah, actually, what am I doing Monday? I guess Monday I'll go down to, probably just go down to the port. Yeah, actually, I can go down on the ports. I can get 6502 hopefully sorted out and get some more kits installed on them Turberg jockey trucks. Yeah, it's me and another person. Me and the other service guy there. So they kicked out their service crew. So now we have someone that's quote substituting. You know what I mean? Taken up, but yeah, it's whatever. It's just funny. Like it'll be fine for now, but as certain things happen that like I have to keep doing things to keep things up. You know, like the guy that always walks up there every day and goes to the knob to keep the machine running. Like there's things like that will start happening if I'm not in there. So that's fine. Yeah, I'll talk about that more later on. Basically, whichever way it goes, like that's just going to be funny. But that's whatever. It's always good to be the any guy who knows stuff. There's another reason why I still have a full-time job at one location, says Graham Shaw. Local authority cuts over the last few years have been brutal. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, it would seem, for some fucking reason. I'm the only one that knows how to do it for, like, hundreds of miles, and I don't understand that. Even brought it up during my review, like, you guys realize I'm the only one that knows how to do a lot of shit here. Can we change that? Like, I actually told him, like, can we change that? Can we get some people trained here? Because I'm getting really goddamn busy, kind of thing. Who knows? Who knows? It's just a thing. Chippy, that's fine. Just let him go. That's human. Bakers trade bread recipes on a need-to-know basis. Nice. There's Camo Cat Ronnie. Like, you think you can obviously see he blends in pretty well now. At night, it is impossible to see him. No, his tail's probably going to get big. I can hear him getting ready to fuck with the dude. All right. But I'm not going to interfere too much, because if I'm not here, then the dude's kind of stand up for himself a little bit. Carpet kitty, yeah, carpet kitty. Camo cat, carpet kitty, yeah. Well, yeah, he was walking like that because he was giving the aggressive approach to the dude. I could tell because I could hear the dude make his noise that he makes when Ronnie's about to fuck with him. Or get near him, you know. Possible fucking with, I guess you could say. I was the only person who knew how to program the phone system, says Chippy. And the front desk computers. Yeah, it's good to know. Be the one to know stuff. But sometimes it just means you're really fucking busy all the time, too. So that gets a little bit of a hassle at times. What other shit did I get in the mail? Let's see. I got that. That's that. I got the hammock. Ah. Yeah, also for oils, for putting the bug out. Yeah, camping, getting out of town, I think I ordered a bunch of brown bottles with Just accessory pack thing. A little tiny funnel. That's cool. Ooh, a little syringe. Like, I can use this too. Actually, I can use this for a bunch of shit. Because it's got like the big, I can see that in there. The green thing, the big fill syringe. So I can use that for, as well. That'd be good to have for survival stuff. Because that's good for dosing or whatever you might need. But yeah, I got some of those. Because it's nice if you know you're going just out for a chill. Take a little bit of cooking oil with you just to get the pan going. And I think, oh, and I got some lids for my canteens. Nothing tops a plain pizza. Like a good cheese pizza is fucking like it's great. Like I prefer like meaty stuff, but a proper cheese pizza will absolutely like top anything else, as far as I'm concerned. Age is not a number. It is clearly a word. Thank you, Lockwatcher. Why did the baker have brown fingers? He needed a poo. Perfect. Do not fill syringes with shit. No, you really should not fill syringes with poopy. Rob says I use a big syringe to measure out my liquid plant food now. It's super quick. Yeah, I actually have a pack of 50 upstairs from when I was growing weed. Like I probably still got like 30 of them up there. Somewhere. I don't know if they're in with all the packed up tents and supplies or what. But I remember I was going to go up there and grab them. I had a very specific use. And I have no idea what that very specific use was, but I know it had something to do with hiking, camping, thing. A cheese pizza is a borderline health food. That is like I agree, Rifleman. And some people do agree. Like it's not bad. It covers a wide variety of nutrition. Especially if you get like something with a meat on it for a good concentrated like kind of protein thing. Like it's actually not horrible. Just depends really on how much grease is on it. But if you have a really good cheese, there really won't be much grease. So there you go. Again, we go to Fama where a basic cheese is going to be the best, most likely. My son says he doesn't understand cloning. I told him that makes two of us. Oh boy. Wait a minute. And you can squirt the food into the water really hard and kind of mix it in one what? Thanks there, Norman. Appreciate the follow. The noise cues help. Graham Shaw says it's too chippy. Let's see. Our current phone system, Avaya. I feel like I've heard of that. And FES to management. They don't know how, but they manage. FES, soon to be OCS, up here in sunny Scotland. FES equals Fife Electrical Services. That's just a letter shuffle. DJ, what's up? Leave me alone. Where are you? There you are. It's not a square meal. No, pizza is not. Well, no, you can't say that. Little Caesars has square pizzas. Pizza. Used to work there. They're actually pretty good. That was when I used to like go through. You'd make the God, what the hell is their bread called? Their breadsticks. Oh, I forget. I thought they had a specific word for their bread. But whatever. Yeah, the breadsticks they had, cheesy, whatever-y, Parmesan-y breadsticks. I'd like cook them. They'd come through. I put butter and Parmesan blend cheese, whatever it was on them. Then I'd put it back in for like a minute. Coming out, and then I'd drizzle butter over it and then sprinkle crazy bread. That's it. Thanks, Rifleman. Then I'd sprinkle more of the stuff on it. And then I'd go grab some cheese from the pizza station, put that on it, and stick it back in there for like another 2 or 3 minutes. It was ridiculous. Just, God, that was fucking good. Whew. I used to do that shit all the time. Get trouble for it. Kept doing it. Didn't care. Jonathan Hughes says cloning is nothing more than taking cuttings from plants and having them grow roots. Yeah, I did that all the time with the weed. But yeah, top of the hour toast. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Cheers. Still got almost 95 people watching. Good, good. Glad y'all could make it. I should look more over there. Ramshaw, yeah, time out for me too. I'm back up. Yeah, you got to get up early. Yep. In 5.5 hours. Time to get to bed. Cheers. Good night. Thanks. Thank you, Ramshaw. Make sure it's actually working. Looks like it is. Okay. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Thanks, Erfama. Batambale, what's up, bud? Gadzooks, that sounds good. You could have sold some crazy scruff bread. No, it was fucking amazing. Like I've tried to simulate it here, and you can get pretty close. What I find best, if you want to make like a crazy bread at home, you get whatever you want to use for bread, whether it's a fucking just plain pizza dough. You make something, stir it up, do that thing, or whatever you use, or just fucking bread. Like, you know, just bread is fine too. But I found the closest I can get to Little Caesar's crazy bread, like the topping is like what we mentioned earlier. I'll use like, what I'll usually use is like French bread. I'll soak it in the olive oil and Italian seasoning mixture kind of thing. Then I will put a bunch of butter on it. And then I'll get Parmesan and Romano cheese, put that on it. A little bit of diced garlic. Just a little bit. There's really not much in that flavor, so just a little bit. That and it just fucking tastes better anyway. And a little bit of garlic, or not garlic, fucking Italian seasoning as well. Then I'll cook that, get it all nice and good to go. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll drizzle some like warmer butter, or I used to get, I can't believe it's not butter, that spray for the second layer. I just go, you know, real butter on the first layer, on the second layer, put some more sprinkle down, and then put the cheese on top. That worked out pretty good. I didn't cook it a little bit more. That worked out pretty good. I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of work, but sometimes, you know what? That's fucking okay. That is okay. Jack Attack is spreading, says that. Yes, Jack Attack is kind of infecting a lot of the other people in chat. No, that's not going to work much on cornering the market there, Fama. That may put you in the corner. On both YouTube and Twitch, yes. Currently. My home is YouTube there, Cookies software, sorry. Or cookie software, not cookies software. Cookie software. Like my home is YouTube. I just started Twitch, about a month ago? I've done a few streams. Here. It seems to be fairly groovy. Considering the price advantage, Little Caesars is one of the best choices in the United States for takeout and pizza delivery. Yeah, I haven't actually eaten in one of them in a while, but I know their fucking thick crust pizza, their deep dish, was one of the best I've had. Probably the best I've had is Marco's Pizza down the road. Their deep dish. I like to get, when I go there, I get their deep dish pizza. I get cheese, spicy Italian sausage, bacon, and onions. Kind of like what I call like a cheeseburger pizza. I'll get that on the deep dish, and it is fucking amazing. Really like their deep dish pizza. Oh yeah, we got that thing from Jack Attack. Let me show you that real quick. He was asking about that. Bottom. We have Jobby peanut butter, or as they say, 100% handmade nut butter. Yeah, I'd say most of the nut butter around here is handmade as well. chunky and, is it chunky and smooth or just chunky? It's just chunky. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I'm not much of a chunky peanut butter guy myself. Prefer the smooth blend, no sugar added peanut butter, which basically, without spending $1 million, the only way you can do that is find like the no sugar added Jif with the blue lid. Seems like all the other no sugar stuff either has some other sugar substitutey thing in it, or it's quote organic and costs 5 times as much for half the price. Like fucking derp. One of the best pizzas I've ever had was after a day of rock climbing in Northumberland, and 6 pints of Ramtam. Went to a pizza place in Hexham. It was amazing. Jobby. Nice jobby. I used to play piano by ear. Now I use my hands. Okay, there's Pianoman. He's got to drop the piano version of the dad joke. Jobby means If I'm wondering if that means what I think it means over here. Jobby. From what I would imagine, Jobby probably creates nut butter. And so maybe that works out. One way or another, sounds like a Jobby creates, yeah. Keep that one. All right, good. So do we have anything else we need to catch up on? Just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. Sterling kit, for those that don't know. I'm not sure how much I can recommend them. Like, it was my understanding that, like, they were, you know, one of the best places to get engine kits from, but, when I ordered the end of the desktop, the V8 engine that we're building for the desktop thing, it showed up, for those who don't know, like, it showed up, it was missing some of the O-rings, like, right out of the pack. We opened the box, no O-ring. Like, we needed 24, then he sent 14. So I contacted Sterling Kit. Like, hey, missing O-rings. It's kind of, you know, kind of a bummer when you don't, you know, when you're in the middle of a live stream and you're missing parts. Didn't hear from them for a week. Emailed them again. They finally replied back. And I was like, yeah, I'm missing O-rings. And their basic response was, oh, well, yeah, if those O-rings were missing, hey, they're only 50 cents a piece and we can ship them to you for $5.99. And then I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I spent over $2,000 for this engine kit. It's missing parts and I'm supposed to pay for the parts? Like, do you run a used car and like sell the car and go, oh no, you don't get wheels with that. Those cost extra, even though they're supposed to come with it. Like, it's like really fucking disappointing. So I really can't recommend Sterling Kit anymore. I kind of wonder, like I think I said this the other day, I kind of wonder if they're doing what like Cummins Diesel did. They just got so full of themselves that now they're just fucking junk. Or their customer service just sucks. Like, I don't know. It's just fucking annoying. Like, you're expecting me to pay for parts that were supposed to come in a kit. Like, yeah, obviously 10, 12, whatever bucks I would have to spend to buy them. Wouldn't be that big a deal, especially because I spent 40, because the only ones I could find of that spec were $1 a piece. But that was before even they offered to sell me the missing parts. I ordered them in so that we could continue with the live streams, but yeah, they wanted to sell me the fucking missing parts. I was like, you guys are fucking ridiculous. So I don't know. That basically just leaves me checking out Johnny Q90. If you never heard of him, Johnny Q90. Pretty much only does small engine stuff, and he's actually working on the Kaizen engine or Kaizen engine, whatever it is that we're working on. He's putting it in an off-road truck. But I'm going to have to see where he gets. I know he gets stuff from Sterling, I assume, but I'm going to have to see where else he gets them, because, yeah, I don't know. The DLC engine, yes. It didn't come with all the DLC. The O-rings were DLC, yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer, because I was getting ready to order some of their, like, much less expensive, like simple engines, but like I don't price if they're missing parts, am I got to buy them too? Are they just going to start sending empty boxes and go, oh no, it didn't say anything would be in the box? Like, what the fuck? If I took the wrong amount of parts to one of the production lines at work, I'd hear about it pretty bloody quickly, says Zap Sparky. Yeah, like, that's, I don't know. Matamale, I'm still personally pissed off. Yeah, Matamale was, I think Matamale was a little more upset even than me. But maybe, I don't know, at first I was pretty upset, but it's, yeah, I don't, and that's not even on Sterling Kit. I will say that. That is on Kaizen. Because Sterling Kit doesn't put the kits together. They just order them from fucking Kaizen. But if you're going to sell that product, you are representing that company. So you as the representative, especially since there is no way to contact Kaizen engines directly, their website is just instruction manuals. Like there's no contacting them. So you are left to depend on your seller. And they basically told me to go fuck myself. So, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not, it's terrible. Wait till they sell you a loot box. Yeah. You think they'd at least took a look at what you spent and, like, think about what percent of the total cost of these missing parts were than the cost of pissing off a customer. Yeah, like, send me the $12 in O-rings, because obviously if I'm a happy customer, and it's been proven multiple times that the happiest customer is the one that has a problem and it gets resolved quickly and easily, they will stand up more for you than a regular, or stand up more, sometimes more or as much as a regular customer that never has a problem. The ones that you help after there's a problem are usually the ones that are much more vocal, but yeah, there was a problem, but they fucking took care of that shit. That's where you get a lot of your repeat buyers from, but they, I don't know. Like you would think if a person bought, spent like $2,300 on an order, then they might be back for more. Cause like, that's kind of a custom, no, not custom. It's a pretty specific situation kind of thing. Like you're probably going to come back for more if you're going to start there. But yeah, I don't know. So, it's just very frustrating. I just wanted to put that out there. That's my experience. And a couple of people said I should actually make a video about it, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. Like now that like we've just moved on, like the O-rings are in, everything's good. I'm just kind of like don't even. I don't want to have their frustration take up any more of my time, I guess. Pianoman Rob says modern slash and burn businesses really suck ass. Yeah, but see, this place has been around for a long time. That's kind of why I wonder if they're just like, yeah, we're popular now. Now we don't have to work as much. I don't know. Because like I said, like I'm dealing with construction construction equipment and material handling and like working on big equipment like I do. Like you can see the downfall of Cummins diesel. Like their industrial engines have just gone like the quality has tanked fairly significantly. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Guess we'll see how it goes. I guess we'll see if there's any more problems, if they're going to help us out or not, or at least try. I almost don't want to bother emailing them if there's any other problems, but like we may have to. I still do have to get around to filing down that little fucking tiny key for that keyway as well. But yeah, I'll get to that. I may do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Find some point where I can sit and chill for about an hour and just. Can't you buy direct from Kaizen? As far as I know, you can't. Boink, because like their website, it's literally you go to kaizenengine.com or whatever it is, or Kaizen. Or, yeah, I think it's just kaizen-engine.com. It's just instruction manuals. So unless they have an, like some sort of Asian-based website kind of thing, I don't know. But even if they did, like, I wouldn't be able to order from there, I imagine. But yeah, I haven't been able to find anything on them except for that instruction manual website. It's going midnight. Stream is buffering and I'm knackered. Good night, Franco. Is it buffering for anybody else? Shouldn't be. But I know Franco's running on that old school tech. Sleep well, buddy. You just ran out of cashews? I didn't. This is what oh yeah. Yeah, I was talking to Rob about that. Yeah, these are what I'm getting now. 44 ounce. Boom. These are like 18 bucks for this big ass bag. And there, happy belly. Roasted and sea salted. These things are good. And I have them, like, I've been eating them so much. Thanks, Fama. I have them on, like, subscribe and save with Amazon. Because Fama sent me a bag of, or a plastic thingy of fucking cashews. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I really do like eating cashews. And I just eat them a lot. As far as snacks goes, it's usually cashews or Ruffles potato chips. Like the regular Ruffles. And you know why? You know why I eat Ruffles? Do you know why I eat Ruffles potato chips? Because Ruffles have ridges, motherfucker. I love fucking Ruffles. I used to eat the, what's the wavy company? It's not Ruffles. What's the other big potato chip brand over here with the wavy chips? Yeah, Tom Lane knows what's up. Same name, but different packet on the UK. Yeah, there you go. McCoy's Ruffles have ridges. Look, a little black. That's the packaging and the crappy lighting. They're actually pretty good. They're just as good as the other ones I had. Lay's, yeah, Lay's wavy. I used to only eat Lay's wavy chips in the red bag. But then, like, there was some point I went to the store and they were out of them, and I went, well, Ruffles are wavy. So I got them, and those, as far as I'm concerned, are so much better. I really love the Ruffles chips, just the plain ones, or the, if need be, I still go back to the Lay's wavies. The kind of potato chip. Not the flat ones. I guess I should specify that as well. Because actually, no, I think it's, I think the chips that they, the chips that the place sends, I think are Frito-Lay potato chips. But they're also the crinkle cut potato chips. Kettle cooked chips are good. There's, that, what is it, that like brown, kind of browny, greenish-y, fucking black and orange bag. It's like kettle chips. Those are good. Rob says, I only had Lay's in Southeast Asia, but they were good. They don't have Lay's potato chips in Biscuit Land? I wonder if they're called something else over there. Tom Malay, somehow surface area is important on a chip. Well, I would absolutely agree. One, if you're cutting a ridge chip, you're going to have to cut it just a pinch thicker so it doesn't fall right apart. Two, that extra surface area and now that the chip isn't just flat against your teeth, now that there is like resistance, like actual compression happening, it gives you more of a crunch. And the extra surface area allows for more salt, so more stimulation of the taste buds, yada yada. So that's all the sciencey part of the stuff. What's up, Scooters? Like, why aren't you on the other? Oh, no, wait, no. 420, oh yeah. Cheers, everybody. 420 tootly toot. Take a shot, take a puff, take a smoke, pinch someone's butt. I don't know, pick your nose, but do something there. Cheers. Oh, yep. There you go, Mr. S. Okay, we'll do that on another one. 420 again. Hey, cheers to potato chips. Fuck yeah, that's a good one. Walker. Okay, Lay's is Walker. I wonder, like, now the thing that like, is the guy over there that like deals with Lay's, is like his name Walker? because I think the guy that invented Lay's was actually Lay's. So I wonder how they come up with those alternate names like that. They just pick a dude or a lady and oh, you are there. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I thought he's, okay, cool. Nah, that's perfect. Thanks there, Scooters. Always appreciate it. This new, I don't know, I think the new chat's actually doing pretty good. Sniff a butt. Yeah, pinch a butt, sniff a butt. If you're a cat, obviously you're going to be sniffing lots of butts. Vas Keepa's salad cheers. Eh? First, I thought that's for my brain when I first saw that Vas or Vahos. My brain, first thing it saw, whenever it sees V and H, it thinks Jason Voorhees from like Friday the 13th. That guy. Anytime I see a V and an H in a word, it's the first thing that pops in my head. Yay, autistic. I didn't notice any similarities between Walkers and Lays. Well, I would imagine that's because, as we know, the recipes will change drastically between countries because of fucking regulations, taxes, ingredient availability, and obviously if you're if you're making potato chips, you're not necessarily going to be importing potatoes from the same place you get them in America. Not saying they don't, but I don't know that they necessarily have Idaho potatoes in the UK chips. So that's going to make it taste different as well. Frito chips are good. Frito-Lay, anything Frito-Lay chip is pretty good. Oh, shit. All right. We got a stretch going there. All right, there, Norman. Oh, yeah. That means put my feet down, kick it back a little bit. Stretch it out, folks. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Knock the pillow over. Okay. Oh, yeah. Go down here, too. There we go. Good stretch. Good stretch. Always appreciate it. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, it's actually not bad. I'm glad I put that one in there. Are Lay's still part of Pepsi? Yes, so sauce. They are still part of Pepsi. Just like, what is it? Who else is Pepsi? Taco Bell, KFC, Frito-Lay, lots of other drinks. I mean, they're Pepsi and Coca-Cola, they're in so much shit. Okay, Lay's Walker's package looks similar. Yeah, apparently, the Happy Belly packages are basically just different colors, which is funny. You wondered what would happen. Yeah, I'll give it a stretch out. Christ, I think it was Mr. S and somebody else had to popped a couple of stretches. I think it was during the Doom stream. I think I got no, I think Boozy had one too. But I mean, after a 20-hour stream, that's definitely use a stretch. And it was interesting. My hands, like my fingers, were pretty stiff from being constantly like, under duress and adrenaline. But they were not sore at all. So I'm like, oh, good. I'm still playing enough video games that my hands are used to just going at it. Yeah, why don't you calm that down a little bit there, Rasher? We're trying to chill here, Autocorrect. It's my worst enema. Oh, I think this is going to turn into a 1980s aerobic show. The Doom stream. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's a good game. I still don't, I got to go back and read articles on it to figure out why the fuck people thought it was woke. Like, you're running around with a shield that has a chainsaw built into it, chopping demons in half. I don't understand the woke part of it. I mean, at this point, they'll just fucking say anything is woke just to get a headline, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, that was weird. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Will would wake up. Yeah, it would definitely wake you up. What is that? Yeah, especially that one hippie hop. It almost, I don't know what the fuck it was. I think it had like a chainsaw on its arm kind of thing, and it just kept fucking zinging all over the place at like 100 miles an hour. I forget which one that was called, but it was definitely a that was one of the ones I usually, when I saw that, I'd pull out the big fucking crossbow and just deal with it that way. Cause yeah, that shit will definitely wake you the fuck up. It's not quite as fast as Doom Eternal and Doom 2016, but you still gotta move around. Maybe because of girl power at the end. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, games have ladies in them. Like, okay. Like, who knows? It's just dumb. But yeah, I gotta go back and read that up. Or read up on that, I should say. And see what everyone's problem was, or if it was just a bunch of hype, dumb bullshit so they could get headlines. So I haven't heard about it since. Now the biggest complaint is, which I get, I fucking understand, the biggest complaint I've seen was at launch, if you threw the disc in that you ordered, basically all it had was a fucking tiny browser that had you download the game anyway. So it was like, what the fuck was the point of buying the physical thing if it was just going to pretty much point you at Steam anyway? So, but yeah, I get that, because now it's just more proof that we're not allowed to own our games anymore. Because if you can't have them physically and it's only available for download, then you either have to hope that whatever digital backup copy you have stays good forever, or it's fucking gone. Like if they take it off of Steam or whatever. But you know, like, I'll tell you what, there ain't no fucking joke when it comes to the Atari that's sitting right there. You can kind of see it. Like, those games still work. So I don't see why we couldn't have games that actually worked in fucking 50 years nowadays. But you can't even get a CD or a DVD that fucking lasts more than like 10 years before they start falling apart. You found your original Oblivion DVD the other day. Does it work? Because after that big Warner Brothers thing a couple months ago with a bunch of their movies falling apart, like just starting to delaminate and come apart, and a bunch of them they don't even make anymore. I'm kind of curious to see how some of these older CDs work or don't. And actually, I wonder what some of the oldest ones I have. For some reason, I feel like I still may have my Packard Bell recovery disc from the first computer I ever fucking owned. And like PC, I should say. And that was 96, 97, whenever the 486DX came out. That was when or DX2, sorry, DX2. I think it was the DX2. It was 75 megahertz that I overclocked to 100. But whenever that came out, that's, think I still have that disc because it's a Packard Bell. And I'm pretty sure I have the Packard Bell disc, which would be Windows 95, I guess. C2S, I tried Oblivion on both Xbox and PlayStation, wasn't for me. Tried Skyrim on a fluke and I like it. Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim since it came out. I had on my old account that got lost because like I moved and didn't fucking forgot to take like precautions because I was, changing internet providers. So I lost my email address because I didn't have a Gmail thing at the time and all this shit. So I lost my old Steam account that had Skyrim, Fallout 4 was on there. Like the first time I had it, that's the one I had like thousands of hours of Fallout 4 on it. A bunch of stuff, but I was never able to recover that one. I work for Bellafor at the General Goods Store. Is that a limerick or something? That's Sparky. I've got a Windows 2000 professional install disk. Checked it last year, no issues. Yeah, I think I have a 2K one. Yeah, I know I have a burned 2K. I know I at least have a burned 2K install disk. I forget where those are. They're in that big fat fucking CD book that I bring out every once in a while to look through. Have you heard about the Switch 2's game key carts? They are a game card that just has the permission to play the game. So you still have to download the whole game and have the cart inserted to play, as opposed to just being able to download. That's weird. What the fuck? So does that mean, like, if you just buy it off of the online store, it will work? Or do you have to have a game card for everything? What the? That's Jesus Christ. Nintendo they just really do anything. I really think they just sit there and go, what is the dumbest shit we can do to push the rest of our player base away? Like, come on, guys, you got to think harder about this. There's still people holding on. Like, it's, yeah. Yeah, all right. Fucking Nintendo. I can't believe they used to be like top titty shitty like back in the day. And now they have no idea what their fans want anymore. If you buy it off the online store, it'll just work. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Jesus fucking Christ. That's great. Zap Sparky, how can we make this more complicated? Yes, let's do that. Yeah. That is something special. Wow. That, I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna get hung up on that for a minute. So you can either just what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have an ad break in 1 minute on Twitch. Just so you know. I'll try not to do anything cool for a minute and a half. I'm still gonna move around a little bit, but you know. Got Twitch and YouTube stream running about 3 milliseconds of audio set. It's an arena sound. Yeah, I played with the delay on Twitch a little bit to try and get it closer to YouTube. Because I figure there may be at some point where I want to do one of those like question-y fucking, answer a question, win a prize thing. So if I know they're really close, then I know it'll be fair. And then I can base it on my combined chat on my main chat stream, which basically takes whatever's there, adds it to YouTube, and then I have one thing there. Which actually, let me see here. Game. Where's my game view? Yeah, like this is the screen I look at now. That's the chat screen I look at. Which was like with all the same as what used to be up, when we first started messing with this. But as you can see, like Cookie up like that purple up near the top, that's anybody on Twitch, and then the rest is like YouTube-y stuff. Some of the notifications don't quite work, like the specialty stuff doesn't quite work into this thing, but I'm kind of getting used to checking around the native chat boxes as well. I remember all the crazy copyright protection stuff in the 80s. Oh yeah, they all kinds of cool stuff. I used to use I think it was actually called BitCopy on the Apple computers, and really, I think I've used that on the Apple computers a lot. I think it was called BitCopy, where take a bit by bit copy of a floppy drive so you could just move on down the line with your buddies and games and such. But I use that a lot. Yep, the ad break is running on Twitch. Yeah, I think someone took care of that issue a minute ago. Wow, I think a lot of people hang out until Pussies and Pianos and then they roll. That's funny. That's funny. What's up, Global Gamer? Appreciate the follow. Actually, we're doing pretty good on follow. We got 7 followers tonight. Oh no, we got 100. I just hit a goal. Woo! That was fucking loud. Okay, that's another volume I got to turn down. Appreciate that, everybody. Cheers. We just hit 100 followers. That's awesome. Much appreciated, folks. Woo! Which one is that? 100 bits. All right. What did you do to the bit thing? First time chat, 100 bits, peace sign. Well, fucking hell yeah. Much appreciated there, Global Gamer. Nope, no ad break for Norman. Yeah, I guess not everybody would get one, but it ran one if you get one. I don't understand. There's a lot of, like, I'm Twitch Prime. Yeah, let me go find those volumes, because I know that was loud as motherfucker, because it was loud in my ears. Like, I have Twitch Prime, so I have Twitch Prime Gaming, but I still get some ads, but I feel like I get less ads. I don't understand that. But kind of figure if this whole Twitch thing does okay, then I'll probably just sign up. Yeah, like if I can get a couple, fuck. If I can get a few bucks out of Twitch, then it'll kind of, I'll probably do the Twitch, whatever it is, thing and just let it pay for itself. You know what I mean? But let's see, goals. Goals were really loud. So let's go to the Twitch dashboard while I'm also looking up here, because that needs to get turned down a little bit. Alerts, edit alerts, because I thought I turned all that stuff down. Goals. Goal started. Visuals and sound. That's a 10%. That's a 10%. Is that just that loud? Oh no, wait, I got it turned down for y'all, but not for me. So it may not have been that loud for you. I didn't think about that. Let's see. Yeah, so actually it wouldn't have been as loud to you. All right, sorry about that. Just trying to check it. Make sure I'm not, like, that wasn't super loud, was it? I don't see anybody saying anything about losing their ears, so it was probably okay. Good. Sorting it out, folks. This is your need to drink and let your hair down. What is for others? Yeah. Yeah, Brashard, like, sometimes, you know, a little too far, but generally speaking, you are welcome here. Like, I don't mind people having objections to some things we say, but every once in a while we just kind of gotta, we're here to be loud and chill and relax. What was that? Just cheered 100 bit. Like, what is that? Like, I don't know what to do when that happens. Is there a thing set for that? No, it's just a bunch of bits. Well, cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. So, like, bits, if I'm not mistaken, bits is basically like direct donation of like pennies, I guess. Say, yeah, we'll say thank. Yeah, obviously, thank you. Yeah, cheers to that. I think I'm used to, because when you do stuff on YouTube, well, actually, no, I guess YouTube has stickers. Just regular stickers. I guess that's kind of how that is. Yeah. Ads usually just push the stream to a letterbox on the desktop. Oh, okay. So is that like super loud? Because I can't find the volume. Let me turn. I'll just turn it down overall a little bit more, because it doesn't need to be super loud. I was hoping it was as loud as Stream Elements, but I don't know. But I'll turn it down a pinch more. Ask for bits photos. That is loud. It is a bit loud. Okay. All right. Switch over. Wait a minute. Is this one even outputting, or are you just hearing what's blasting through my headphones? Like, some of this audio stuff is a little, you know what I mean? All right. Twitch over. My Twitch thing is monitor and output. That seems right. I got it turned way down now. I just put it down another 10 decibels, so it's an alarm that wakes Fama up. Yeah, well, I don't necessarily need to wake everybody up if we're trying to chill. I don't need half the audience like fing on the roof like little key cats. It was a bit bodacious. Bits of cents, 100 bits is 100, or it's $100. 100 bits is $1, but you still need to reach the payout minimum. Yeah. The channels, the Twitch channels made like, as of like yesterday, I snuck a peek. It made like $3 so far. And then you get paid out. I think they do every $50, whereas YouTube's every 200. Monthly basis, yada yada. Which I guess, I don't know if Twitch is like, here's your 50, here's your 50, here's your 50, or if they just do it at a specific time in the month. All right, let's see here. Yes, we are definitely aware of the world's atrocities here. And this is one of the reasons why we come here, so we don't necessarily have to be immersed in it all the time. It's kind of like planned downtime. Goddamn, pardon me. What's better than Ted dancing? Ted singing and dancing. There's Jack Attack. It wakes the whole street. God, I hope I have this set right then. Because I keep turning it down on Twitch, but Twitch doesn't seem to give a shit that I keep turning things down on Twitch. Like I've gone through, oh, wait a minute. That's what the problem is. Yeah, it's that volume that needs to go down. Okay. That's right. There's 2 different volume sliders on, on goals. And the goal reached one was at 50% when it's supposed to be at 10%. All right. So the goal reached one has been sorted, but I'm still going to keep that turned down a little bit over there. All right. I'll go through that after the stream unless we get bombarded by another loud one. Oh. Man. Are you rolling out there, Rob? Wait, who? Family time? Oh, yeah, family time. Love you. Oh, love you, buddy. Hey, that seemed a lot more calm. That's a lot of, what do we got here? We got, Charlie Brown. We have something dancing. We got the Doge Dog. Appreciate that, Global Gamer. What do we got? New bits. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, the goals is definitely fixed. 420 bits. That's our another goal. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for that, getting us up there, everybody, today. This has been a pretty... We've had this is by far the most Twitch interaction thing we've had so far. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. It was a good test fire there. So I missed at least one slider. I'll go through tonight after the stream, like I said, and I'll make sure all my volumes are where they should be. There's Otis. Someone was asking about you earlier, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How you doing to this pretty good evening? Hopefully, is it going to rain tonight? Is it going to rain this evening? Let's see. I think it was going to rain, but then it didn't. What's the hourly say? The hourly says you're an asshole. Well, yeah, I know I'm an asshole. That's not what we're here for. No, actually, it's just going to be, ooh, no, that's good. It's going to be windy all night. No rain, windy. That means tomorrow everything should be pretty dry. So the grass, like, you ever mow the lawn, like, shortly after it's rained, or just when the grass itself is just very moist, and it just clumps together, like, in the lawnmower, and then you got those chunks falling down, and it just makes a fucking mess, makes it difficult. Well, hopefully all this wind will help take care of all the rain that we've had this week. And that'll be an easy mow tomorrow. Because tomorrow I may do the double mow. Or mow it high to get it down where I need it. And then start mowing it real low. So I can hopefully kill off the fucking grass a little bit. Or at least slow its growth down. I need some water. I can start hearing the clicking. Like, I don't know if that clicking, like the It needs something to drink clicky voice thing. I don't know if that makes it all the way through to you, but I can hear it. Leaving early, Chicago Fark party. All right, there, Rusty. Enjoy your Fark party. Chicago Fark party. I'm sorry, I gotta look that up in case that's a thing. 3 days until the Chicago Fark party. That was from what? I don't know. Okay. It doesn't say what it is. I'll have to look out what that is. It's very interesting sounding. A Farkin', welcome to the Farkin' party. When will blow the clippings in your face? Yeah, that's fine. Sauce says the smell of fresh cut grass is CIS3 hexanol, and it lets the other grass know it's being cut so its mates can pull the nutrients down into the roots. I feel like I've heard that before. That sounds familiar. Well, that's fine. They can pull it down to the roots, and then they'll have nowhere else to put the nutrients back when there's nothing there, and then there's a bunch of dead grass on top of the tiny little bit of... Yeah, I did this last year. It worked out great. Half the grass died. Didn't have to deal with it as much. Don't wear your dress shoes when you mow the lawn, says Matambale. Also says, I need to be told this. Every time, even. Yeah, you really should not. I mean, unless you want them to be green, then by all means. But yeah, when I go to work, people are like, mowed the lawn yesterday. I don't, yeah, because I just wear my work boots. Like, I don't see the point of fucking up any of my shoes when I can just wear my work boots and just all the grass just ends up all over the customer's place anyway. Oh shit, we gotta give a toast. Let's see, but I got this one. I don't think I've hit this one in a minute. This one's almost empty. A toast to, actually, you know what? Toast to everybody watching, but a toast to everybody on Twitch as well. It's cool having this little switchy like dual thing going on. Like, I'm kind of digging it. I think I'm digging it. So cheers to everybody watching, and thank you to everyone who's chilling on the Twitch there. Thanks you there, Global Gamer. And thank you for, that's more bits, right? Yeah. Thank you for another 100 bits. I feel like this isn't hitting very well. Let me check the light. No, that thing's dead. Hold on. Okay, let's grab this. Cheers. Better. I'm gonna have to smoke a joint tonight. Something big. Actually, I kind of been enjoying the Russian assassin through the bong. It smokes pretty good in a joint, but I think I'm gonna want something a little different tonight. I've been smoking out a lot. Just so you know, the audio lag between Twitch and YouTube is now 1 millisecond here in the UK. Well, that is not bad. I don't think I'll need to adjust anymore. I sure as hell hope not. That's cool. I appreciate the update, though. I do. That's cool to know that it's my little tweak thing seems to have worked. I think last week it actually started to vary towards like way at the end. It started to get weird, but oh, there's Megavolt. Yeah, I was looking for you earlier. How far did I get on Dark Ages? I finished it. I finished the whole game, that 20-hour stream. And then this week, maybe tomorrow, we'll start going through and see if we can 100% each level. Like, I'll do a stream or each chapter. I might do that tomorrow. We'll see. I got a bunch of shit I got to do tomorrow. I go to the grocery store and fucking buy half of it. But if I'm feeling froggy tomorrow night, I may do, we'll maybe do a chapter or two to try and 100% as much of it as we can. So, we'll see. My daughter now knows how to put batteries into power tools, says Zenzinger. That's going to make it really fun in the house. But yeah, I beat it once, and then I have to go through. I'm going to 100% each chapter, which includes getting all the secret stuff and like the little plushy toys, which are fucking awesome. Clean all that out, and then I'll go through and we'll work on general achievements. And then usually on the 4th or 5th run through a Doom, I'll start moving the difficulties up. But I don't want to just blast on through. Say hi to the YouTube chat. We see them. Global Gamer says hello. And actually, a lot of YouTubers said hello to Twitch. But yeah, they can see you. It's just, it just zings by when it's combined up there. And the first time we did it, it was the whole side of the screen, but it was a bit of an eyesore, especially for people that have chat like over there on their screens. And then a lot of people just have chat here. Like the Fire TV puts chat here. Something else puts chat right here. But I think we came up with a pretty good compromise. And I feel definitely because Chipmunk, wasn't bitching about it as much. So I think we're pretty good there.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Say hi to you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was asking a minute. Zenzinger, time to grow some eyes in your arse? Yeah, basically. Yeah. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he made a mint. Well, I think those. So right now your daughter knows how to load a battery pack on a power drill. You realize that's really only half a movement different from loading something into something else. Just putting that out there. Hit the puppy. It's the Doge. Doge doggy. That dude, are my little thingies showing up in there? Subscribers can, oh, okay. Yeah. Thought I had some non-subscriber thingies in there. I'll have to check all my settings again. Thought some of the emote things I had were non-sub. Oh, I'll have to check settings. Naked guy? What naked guy? Who naked guy? Dark Ages wasn't naked. Oh, but Megavolt, were you here when I was showing? You would ask Clive about various LEDs. Like, here's this thing I made here. These 4 corners are fast change. These 2 are slow change. These are flashy white. And then you got the rest one. Gifted a tier 1 subscription. Global Gamer just gifted Cookie Software a tier 1. Well, thank you for that. Wow, there's a lot of toasts tonight. But yeah, I made this one a while ago. I don't turn it on too much because it's just really fucking bright. But I'm just because I saw you asking Clive that earlier. I figured I'd toss it out there. I got to charge that one up. But cheers, thank you for that. There, always appreciate a sub. Much obliged. Oh, scooters. Okay, so you can see some. Oh wait, no, yeah, that was a Twitch. That's up here. Okay, yeah, so scooter. Okay, so you can see them. Okay, all right, good. Okay, good. Gotta get that sorted out. But again, thank you for that. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're welcome. I didn't know if you wanted to, how much you wanted to see of it, but yeah, just putting, like I warned people earlier, it's a little stroby. But like I got really bored one day and I just took a shitload of them, and they actually do have different resistor values for them, even though they're all like bluey. But nah, this one was fun to build. Oh, I showed that on the back out of an old cell phone, a little 4056, and it makes it, when you put it towards the bottom, it makes it a nice, gives it a weighted side kind of thing. It defines the bottom, I guess you could say. Being tased naked could end very bad, says C2S. Yeah, that could. I mean, honestly, depending on what you're into and where you're at, it could end very well as well. You know, like that's kind of, I mean, it is a Saturday night, so he may have been looking for it. I accidentally gave my wife a glue stick instead of her lipstick. She still isn't talking to me. There you go, Rasher. God, I wish I would have thought about that. Naked dude running and yelling. Like, what, like at your house? Is it you? Like that, yeah, you may not want it to be you. What sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather? Ugh. Hold on. I am obviously thirsty. Ah, shit, now I gotta find it again. Oh. What sounds like a sneeze and is made of leather? A shoe. A shoe. A shoe. How do you catch a bra with a booby trap? Of course. That is, that, you know, people love the boobies. I mean, granted, obviously nothing wrong with that. Boobies are a good thing. Saw a video of cops threatening to tase a guy in the bath. Not good. No, that would also end very interestingly. Stream Elements lost a couple weird settings. Actually, my Scum server, like for some reason, its name reset. I'm like, went to log on to it today, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? Had to go on and check and find it. That was just fucking weird. I'm wondering if something happened over at G Portal. Badamale says, such a happy word, boobies. Yes, boobies is it's a happy word. Like, no one, I can't, there really aren't many times where you say the word boobies in a negative connotation. But boobies are definitely a positive and fun word. What is that one? Is that a kitty? Ah. Were they going to use a taser or just throw a toaster? Yeah, I guess if you're in a bath, they would just toss a toaster in there. That's pretty close to about the same thing. All right, it is almost 8 o'clock, folks, which means it is almost time for me to move on down that old dusty trail. Has anyone scoped a taser current? No, I can't really say. Now, that would be, look, you know what? If someone can do that live while it's happening, like you just happen to be there with a fucking like amp meter, you see him flying or like guy goes like that would be perfect for like high speed camera. Somebody just like comes in out of nowhere with the amp clamp like and you just see this reading and then he falls down and rolls, but then you forgot to hit max on the meter and you fucking lost it. I don't know. Supper. What's for supper? I have a ham, turkey, bacon, club sandwich. And I don't know, man. I'm thinking I might order a pizza. Could have damaged the scope. Well, that's why you just do a clamp. You figure like one of those little, I don't know why I'm looking for it. Like that the little tiny amp clamp that everybody uses, like you see on YouTube a lot. I think Clive has one. I think all the electrical guys have one. That little tiny like unit, is it Unity or something? That I imagine would be able to pick up high voltage current just because it's over the air. Anchovy pizza, no, that's fucking gross. If you get an anchovy pizza, there's no excavator for you there, C2S. Not for you. So wait, does that work? Okay, so subs can speak up there. Okay. Like I'm pretty sure all the chat secured. Okay, that should be fine. All right, Unit T. Okay, it is that. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Ress. The UT210E. That's that's the one I got. Yeah, that it's. And I use that all over the fucking place because the amp clamp is amazingly accurate. Down into like the single and double digits of milliamps. It is fucking great. Anchovies are best used in A1 steak sauce. Yes, that's pretty much the only time anchovies are acceptable because A1 steak sauce is actually pretty good. But that's because it's got a shitload of other stuff and seasoning in it as well. And we flew right past the top of the hour like I tend to do. Top of the hour toast, folks. A little late. Cannabis is involved, so that's pretty fucking inevitable. But cheers, everyone. We have, oh yeah. Okay, we're going to be checking out of here soon. So let me snooze the ads that are about to pop in a couple minutes. Ads are snoozed for 5. Okay, that'll give us 7 minutes. All right. So we'll pop out of here in a few minutes before the last ads run. That way, I ain't trying to say goodbye while some of you may be watching an ad. That's terrible. But I do like that system with Twitch that you can bump the ads out a little bit as you go, like up to 15 minutes. Do it 5 minutes at a time. You get 3 shots. That's not bad. I'll take it. Still figuring it out, but I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay there. Twitch doing pretty good tonight. I appreciate that, everybody. And of course, I love my YouTubers. Love all y'all people. So let's get ready to finish it up for the evening. I'm pretty sure we got everything covered. We got dinner covered. That's important. Like I said, club sandwich. I would normally have chips with it, but I ate all my potato chips. I gotta go to the store tomorrow. So I'll have club sandwich without potato chips, which is, I don't know, man. I got a cold sandwich. Like, hold on, before I go. Potato chips with a cold sandwich. Like I used to just put them in the sandwich, but then I realized just taking a bite of the sandwich and then cramming potato chips in is really the way to go because you can get maximum chippage with minimal mess. But it's your thoughts before we go. Potato chips and a cold sandwich. Is it pretty much a necessity, and is it just weird without the potato chips? Like combining the two, whether you still stick potato chips in the sandwiches, like I said, like I used to, or do you just fucking bite and go kind of thing? Like it just feels weird not having that crunch in chips because I've been doing that shit since I was a little tiny fucking nerd. You know what I mean? I wasn't even a nerd yet. I was just a nerd. I was pre-nerd and I was doing that shit. The only time you can really get away with it would be a sub with a big fat bread crust. Because usually if you have a sub with a fatter bread crust, it's usually a really, kind of a crispy, crunchy crust. So you can kind of get away with that. And you don't necessarily have room for chip. But any sandwich thing, man, like I gotta have, like it just is weird without potato chips. Like obviously I'll eat it, but it's just weird. Posted a really nice RC excavator video on Discord. Over 300 pounds, still lift a 200-pound dude. I have to take a look at that. All right. I got to pop back over there a little bit more. Chips on white bread with butter and bologna. Yeah, I could rock that. Yeah. Sometimes I just have crisps in a sandwich as sauce. I feel like I've done that before. And I feel like I've done that once with a slice of American cheese, just square cheese. Seems like all right. It's you know what? It's just a fucking crunchy bread at that point. So just crisps or chips and bread as a sandwich. Yeah, Norman. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I've done that. I know I've done it with chips. I'm sorry, chips and cheese. I think I've done it with just chips before because I mean, like, why not? I don't see the problem there. But all right, so yeah, everyone seems to think, for the most part, chips are chips are a positive addition to the sandwich. Well, chips or crisps. I don't know anybody that calls them crisps over here, which is kind of surprising. There's usually a little bit of a hangover. Crisps after sandwiches, unless they're potato chips, and then they go in the sandwich, says Andy. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm kind of like I used to always do it, but then I noticed it was just a little less messy because then you don't have a bunch of broken chips on the edge of like your bite, and you can just cram whole chips like before you start chewing. But that just kind of works for me. But hey, you know what? U.S. chips or UK chips? Oh Christ! What the hell are UK chips? Is that like poop or something? Stone chips. Yeah, that might be a little much for the sandwich. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, folks, because now I am actually getting pretty goddamn hungry. Let me check one more thing here. Not that. Let me go that. Chicago Fark Party. I'm gonna have to look that up. See what we got going on here. Nothing. All right. Cool. So, in that case, I'm just gonna head on out. I'll see everybody maybe tomorrow for some Doom. If not, then Wednesday for the Wednesday we'll be continuing with our little tiny engine build. I do believe, yeah, we will be putting the oil pan on, and then I do believe we'll be starting on the heads. I think we're starting on the heads. And I got like I said, I still got to file down that thing for the rear gear in it. But either way, I'll see you at some point. So appreciate you guys and gals and everybody hanging out this evening. Had a great time talking to everyone. Chips are big fat fries. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. Yeah. But yeah, I'll see everybody and be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in 5, 4,